Ukrainian drones brutally destroy Russian soldier in frontlines Bakhmut. The Reliance drone's tactical technology continues to exponentially increase for both sides as the war in Ukraine continues into its 14th month. The drone's functions vary greatly, from reconnaissance missions to guided missile attacks. They can also vary in size and capabilities from repurposed commercial drones, such as the DJI Mavic 3, is mainly used for surveillance purposes, to combat drones such as the Turkish-made Bayraktar TB2. The importance of drones in the war has been obvious since the first days when Ukrainian servicemen used them to monitor Russia's troop movements as it launched a multipronged attack into northern, southern and eastern Ukraine. It is clear that with the support of drones, Ukrainian troops can attack Russian soldiers either at close range by dropping grenades, or from long-distance attacks with artillery fire. On the other hand, the deadly use of drones in the war. Drones can be used as a sniper. Drones can fly around buildings or other civilian obstacles to reach enemy positions. Tanks can only be offensive, and artillery cannot target individuals. Drones are used as the army's eyes and ears, to monitor the enemy and protect Ukrainian troops. Drone targeting Russian military threats with increased accuracy. It also allows units to conserve their ammunition. Ukraine is also planning to put Russia on the back foot by punching a hole in the army's defense, a strategy labeled very high risk. Under the plan, Kyiv will deploy roughly 35,000 soldiers supported by Western battle tanks, targeting 140,000 enemy troops over a 950 kilometers front line. The stakes are enormous in this initial phase of Ukraine's spring counteroffensive, which follows President Vladimir Putin's full-scale invasion over 14 months ago. The outcome will have a huge impact on the battlefield and will decide Ukraine's bargaining stance with Moscow in settling the conflict, as President Volodymyr Zelensky has emphasized the importance of being strong on the battlefield in order to be strong in discussions. Earlier this year, Ukraine's leader said, "To be strong in any talks, Ukraine must be strong on the battlefield." Military authorities and analysts, however, warn the battle will be difficult. Breaching operations are dangerous and necessitate thorough coordination among all military forces, including use of drones, artillery attack and attack tanks. Former British Army officer Nick Gunnell told, "It takes a giant orchestration of combined arms. Everyone has to play a role. It's very high risk." Furthermore, Ukraine lacks decisive air cover to repel Russian fighter jets attempting to breach Russian defenses. Requests from the West for modern fighter jets such as US F-16s have gone unanswered, leaving Ukraine exposed. Experts point out that successful ground offensives without air dominance are uncommon, noting Israel's attack on Egyptian defenses during the Yom Kippur War in 1973 as one example. The lack of air cover could make Ukraine's counter-offensive difficult. Meanwhile, the anticipation of the impending counter-offensive is palpable. It comes as the battle for Bakhmut is heating up again, analysts and Russian officials said on Friday, as Ukrainian defenders of the devastated city resisted a coordinated three-pronged attack by the Kremlin's forces and efforts to stop supplies from reaching them. For 8.5 months has been the stage for the war's longest and bloodiest fight. Until recently, a notorious private Russian military contractor, the Wagner Group, spearheaded the campaign to take Bakhmut, making slow, grinding progress at the cost of thousands of lives on both sides. Now, regular Russian units have joined the thrust. Military analysts have said that seizing Bakhmut would have public relations and tactical military value for Moscow, though it would be unlikely to prove decisive in the war's outcome. And footage shows the moment a Russian fighter as he was hit in the head by a sniper's bullet. Ukraine. The fighter from the pro-Putin Wagner paramilitary group is struck by the bullet as he stands up, as his comrades take cover behind a destroyed wall. The man's head could clearly be seen by the sniper as he stood in his line of sight. The video was caught after analysts and Russian officials said on Friday that the battle for Bakhmut is heating up again. The Russian Defense Ministry also noted the stepped-up fighting in western parts of the city Friday. Wagner assault detachments are engaged in high-intensity combat operations to capture areas of western Bakhmut, the ministry said in a statement. Temporary, Russia's most powerful mercenary group, Wagner, sent at least 100 Ukrainian prisoners of war back to Ukrainian forces to mark Orthodox Easter, according to a video posted by the group's founder, Yevgeny Prigozhin, on Sunday. Meanwhile, Alexei Reznikov, defense minister of Ukraine, said that the losses on the Ukrainian side during the full-scale war are less than the number of victims of the earthquake in Turkey. Of course, we have losses because we are at war. But they are critically smaller than the Russian losses. I cannot give a figure, but I can assure you that the total number is less than the death toll from the earthquake in Turkey.